and I'm going to fluctuate 3 to 4 pounds. That's not a bad thing, right, necessarily, but understanding that it was because of this. Like this is starting to cause, for me, like that's how I've looked at it. It's like, oh, I had 2 more beers tonight, or I had a piece of chocolate that I normally don't have, or an extra bowl of cereal, or something like random, and then I'm like, oh, that's obviously a cause of that. It's not a bad thing. I just chose that today. Do I make an adjustment the next day?
And I think one thing that's a little bit misunderstood too about even like you mentioned the weight management piece though is like it's patterns over time, right? So like I always say like one food choice, one meal, one day of like kind of getting off your normal routine isn't gonna make or break it, but it's patterns over time, right? And so those are some of the things too is kind of recognizing that goal you're trying to achieve is if we're just like a little more kind of slow and go with it, like meaning that if we just don't just make such drastic change right away, it's easier to stick with. That consistency piece of it is easier. It's harder to stick with it because it's not as, again, profoundly instant.